let B be a finite dimensional vector space. Finite dimensional vector space. An ordered basis for B yes a basis for B endo endo with a specific order comma that is comma an ordered basis for B is a finite sequence of linearly independent vectors in B that generates B. So what is the meaning of ordered basis? It should be a set of linearly independent vectors which will be generating our B. Already discussed those things in our starting of the unit, vector space also. Generating a set of vectors we have discussed. Okay. So when it will be called as an ordered basis is that it will be a set of linearly independent vectors which is going to generate our vector B itself. So that is called as the ordered basis. Okay. Next definition. Suppose that V and W are finite dimensional vector spaces with ordered basis beta is equal to B1 into etc. Bn and gamma equal to W1, W2 etc. Wm W1, W2 etc. Wm respectively. Full stop. Let T from B to W. Let T from B to W be linear. You all know the condition of linear, no? When T is linear, what are the two conditions should satisfy? T of x plus y should be equal to T of x plus T of y. What is the second one? T of alpha x should be equal to alpha into T of x. Okay, here the condition is that T should be a linear one. Okay, is a linear such that transformation of Bj is equal to summation I equal to 1 to m Aij W1, comma 1 less than or equal to j less than or equal to m. Summation of Aij into Wj. Next time, the matrix corresponds to beta is equal to. So this matrix representation is written in square bracket matrix representation of T with respect to beta and gamma. This is the notation with respect to beta and for the given linear classification. So finding it is also easy one, not a very difficult one. Just understand how you define B. B is the beta. Beta is a set of all vectors of the form D1, D2, etc. to Dn. Where gamma will be a set of vectors of the form W1, W2, etc. to Wn. Okay. Beta will be from which one? What is the transformation you have defined? What is the transformation you have defined? B to W. So beta will be taken from which one? Which vector space will be beta? B. Okay, gamma will be from which vector space? W. So you are going to consider two set of vectors, one from B and one from W. Okay, if the vectors are not even means, as usual you are going to take the word standard vectors. Already you know the standard vectors. What is for R square? Standard vector for R square. 1, 0 and 0, 1. Okay, similarly know it for R cube. Okay, if there is not given means you can consider standard vectors and you can solve the problems based on that one. If it is given means, if they are given the condition corresponding vectors in the question itself means, using that one only you have to find the corresponding matrix representation. Okay, so here you should need two vectors, one is beta and one is gamma. Okay, then you will be given what is the transformation. Find the transformation of all the vectors in beta. Okay, what you have to do? You have to find the transformation of all the vectors in beta. You will be having one answer, right? After finding the transformation for each vector, there will be an answer. You have to represent that answer in terms of W1, W2, etc. Okay, you have to represent that transformation answer in terms of W1, W2, W3, etc. So those coefficients will become as a matrix. Okay, it's not difficult one, it's easy. Already the same concepts we have discussed earlier. Okay, so what you are going to do? You are going to assume two vectors, beta and gamma. It may be given or it may not be given, that depends on the question. If it is not given, what you are going to do? If it is not given, what you do? Standard vectors. You have to assume here standard vectors. Okay, then you will be given what is the transformation definition. Okay, well, then apply the definition and find the transformation for all the vectors which is given here. Okay, then what you have to do? That answer, you will be getting the transformation answer. No, that answer should be rewritten or represented in terms of W1, W2, etc. Those coefficients will become as a transformation matrix. Okay, can you get an idea of the procedure now? What you are going to do? Clear or no? Yes? Take on. Shall I start with the problems then? Any doubt? First one. Let beta and gamma. Let beta and gamma be the standard ordered basis. Let beta and gamma be the standard ordered basis. Standard ordered basis for B2 of R and B3 of R. Standard basis for B2 of R and B3 of R respectively. Let P from B2 of R to B3 of R, B2 of R to B3 of R defined by P of x1 x2 is equal to 2x1 minus x2 comma 3x1 plus 4x2 comma x1. 2x1 minus x2, 3x1 plus 4x2 comma x1. Compute the matrix representation of T with respect to beta and gamma. This is the notation. When it comes to standard basis, it will be very easy. Okay. So now tell me. So what is the question given? V2 of R to V3 of R. field or real numbers or what type of field? Real numbers. What type of field? R square or R cube or R power 4? R square. V2 of R is indicated by R square. What is V3 of R? R cube. Okay, you have defined from R square to R cube. And I given the transformation also. What is the condition given for beta and gamma? What they mentioned for beta and gamma? Standard ordered basis. Okay, so now we are going to solve the problem with standard ordered basis only, as it is not given. They asked us to assume it to be standard ordered basis. Even if that line is not given and beta and gamma are not given, means we solve the problem with standard ordered basis. Okay, beta gamma கொடுத்துட்டாங்கன்னா நீ அதை வச்சு ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். ரெண்டுமே கொடுக்கல எப்படி மென்ஷன் பண்ணலாம் என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ஆர்டர் பேசிஸை ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும். ஓகே, tell me what will be beta? Tell me what will be beta? Girls, minus answer. Boys, what is beta? Those ECP students try to give you the answer. Mostly answer the ECA and the ECP why that one. ECP students, what is beta? Boys, what is beta? What is V? அமைதி உட்கார்ந்துருக்கேன் கவனிக்கிறேன்னு அர்த்தமா இல்லை தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கிறது அர்த்தமா? What is V given here? Just now I told you everything. After that only I am asking the question. What is the standard basis? 1, 0 and 0, 1. Good. For W which is R cube, what is the standard basis? 2 minus sense. Others? The second bit, give me the answer. For R cube, what is the standard basis? Yes? Say it out. Good. So what is the standard basis here? That's your beta and gamma. Beta from B and gamma from W. That is the assumption you have to make. Okay. So start the solution. Solution. Let beta be the standard basis. Let beta be the standard basis for V3 of R. For V3, sorry, beta for V2 of R. V2 of R. So beta equal to the set of bases of the form 1, 0 and 0, 1. 1, 0 and 0, 1. Next line. Let gamma be the standard basis. Gamma be the standard basis for V3 of R. For V3 of R. So gamma equal to 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. Okay. After this step, what you have to do is that you have to find the transformation for the elements in our beta. So beta, how many elements are there? 2 elements, 1, 0 and 0, 1. For this elements, you identify what is the corresponding transformation. Okay. So write next line. Given transformation of x1 x2 equal to 2x1 minus x2 comma 3x1 comma 3x1 plus 4x2 comma x1. Write the given transformation. Now find the transformation for the elements in beta. So what is the first element? 1, 0. Transformation of 1, 0. What will happen now? What is transformation of 1, 0? x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 0. So what is the answer you will get? 2. Say it out. 3, 1. Substituting x1 is equal to 1 and x2 equal to 0 everywhere. So you will get as 2, 3 and 1. Similarly, find for the next one, transformation of 0, 1. So x1 is 0 and try to represent this transformation answer in terms of the element state gamma. How can you write it? 2, 3, 1. Easy. Because it is a standard transformation. That is easy. So standard order basis use பண்ணும்போது இங்க என்ன elements for transfer வருதோ அதே தான் இங்க representation answer வரும். If you are going to make use of both as the standard order basis. Okay, ரெண்டுமே standard order basis ஆ எழுதினா உனக்கு இங்க என்ன ஆன்சர் வருதோ அதான் என்னவோ இங்கேயுமே representationலயும் அதே ஆன்சர் தான். Yes. Tell me what's the next step. Matrix. Okay, how will I write the matrix? I found the transformation for all the elements. So what was going on there? Just before 5 or 10 minutes only I want you to do, right? I discussed the whole subject, made out. Okay? அதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டே வந்து லாஸ்ட் மினிட்ல உட்காரும்போது நீ உட்காராதன்னு நான் சொன்னேன். Did I tell you or not? Get up from the first bench. Next person also get up. Both of you get up. நான் தனியாக பேசிட்டேனா? பேச நீ தானே கேட்குது. Get up. Both of you get up. Get up. Fast. Let us not waste time. Already wasted 1 hour. புஷ்னாலே பரவாயில்ல பண்ணி திருப்பி வந்து இங்கே உட்காந்துக்கோ. ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லைவா? both of you are going to get up now. Hey, என்னடா பண்றாங்க? ஷூல வந்து மாட்ட வேண்டியது வந்து நான் உட்கார்ந்து பாருங்க ஷூ எடுத்து. Anyone else wants to come to the front page now? Anyone interested? Okay, go. Yeah, shall we continue? Yes? So what we are represented for only one element. What is the next one you got? -1 4 0. How we write for that one? The same order, right? How can I rewrite this? -1 into 1 0 0 plus 4 into 0 1 0 plus 0 into 0 0. Can you understand the logic, ma? Since it is standard ordered basis, it will be easy. Okay? After writing this one, you have to write a matrix representation. How to write is that we are rewriting this one in terms of the standard ordered basis, right? Yes or no? This should be represented as the first column. Not as 0, this should be represented as the first column. And this transformation answer will be our second column. So for this, the matrix representation will be equal to, I think I made this system, right? Beta with respect to gamma. So what is the answer for 2 3 1? 2 into gamma 1 plus 3 into gamma 2 plus 1 into gamma 3. So what are the coefficients for gamma 1, gamma 2, gamma 3? 2, 3, 1. That will be represented as the first column, not as a vector column. So my first column will be 2, 3, 1. What is the coefficients here for the second one? -1, 4 and 0. So that will be our second column. So -1, 4 and 0. So this is the matrix representation of the given vectors. Is it clear? Easy or no? So the logic is the same only. There may be a difference in beta and gamma values according to the questions. Okay, go on. of column are not rows. The each answer will be written as a column. Okay. Others, shall we continue? Everyone perfect? Anyone else? Take our next problem. Find the matrix. Find the matrix of the linear transformation. Find the matrix of the linear transformation T from R square to R square. T from R square to R square given by R square to R square given by T of A comma B equal to 2A minus 3B comma A plus B. 2A minus 3B comma A plus B. Relative to the basis. Relative to the basis. 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. Relative to the basis 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. So what is V and W given here? Both is R square. How the elements will be in R square? 2 ordered pair or 3 ordered pair? 2 ordered pair. The elements in our R square will be of 2 ordered pair of the form A comma B. Okay. Whether you have mentioned what is beta and what is gamma here, but you are given one basis. So whether to assume this as beta or gamma means see the word which is given. Relative to. Okay. For which one you have to find relative to this vector. So whenever this word is given, this indicates our beta value. Because we are trying to find the matrix representation relative to beta with respect to gamma. Okay, always whatever given here should be assumed as beta. Okay, any other vectors are given there. You need one more no gamma. Whether it is given? Given or not given? Not given. Not given means what you have to do? Assume it as standard order basis. Okay, mostly in the problems either one of the vectors may be given. Okay, if it is given as relative to this vector means it assume that as beta. The other one should be gamma. If it is not given means assume it to be the standard order basis. Okay, so start the solution. Given beta is equal to the set of vector 2, 3, 1, 2. Let gamma equal to the set 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1 because we are in R square. Tell me, you remember what is the next step you have to do? You know what is beta and what is gamma. What is the next one you have to do? Transformation. You have to find the transformation for the elements A, beta. Okay, right? Given transformation of AB equal to 2A minus 3B, comma A plus B. 2A minus 3B, comma A plus B. Now find the transformation of elements in beta. What is the first element? 2, 3. Find the transformation for 2, 3. So what is the replacement you have to do? A equal to 2, B equal to 3. Okay, what is the answer? Minus 5. A plus B, 5. Similarly, find the transformation for the second element. Second element is 1, 2. A equal to 1, B equal to 2. Substitute. Minus 1. Minus 4. Yes, so I assume it to be 1. So 2 minus 6. What is the second one? 3. Minus 4, 3. Okay. You got the transformation now. Tell me what is the next step we have to do? Yeah. Got the transformation answer. You need the matrix representation. For that, what you have to find? Yes, you have to represent these answers in terms of gamma. Okay, whatever answers you have got here, you have to represent this in terms of our gamma. So what is our gamma here? 1, 0 and 0, 1. The standard order basis. Okay. So minus 5, comma 5. This should be written as their combination of 1, 0 and 0, 1. Tell me what your answers. Minus 5, 5. Okay. Similarly, write for minus 4, comma 3. Then you simplify பண்ணி now இந்த answer பண்ணணும். அதான் representation. Tell me for the next one. Minus 4, 3. So see the first representation now. What are the coefficients here? Minus 5 and 5. So this will be a first column or first row? First column. The coefficients here in the first one will be our first column. What are the coefficients here? Minus 4 and 3. So that will become as our second column. So finally, the matrix representation of P related to theta with respect to gamma is minus 5, 5, minus 4. Okay, coefficient should be represented in column. Can you get an idea of my area out? Area out for anyone? Okay. Next one. Let T from P3 of R to P2 of R. P3 of R to P2 of R. What this represents? Polynomial. What is P3? Third degree polynomial. What is P2? Second degree polynomial. What is the general format? P3? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus. Similarly, you can write for P2. Second degree polynomial. Okay. So continue. The linear transformation defined by T of f of x is equal to f dash of x. The transformation of f of x will be equal to f dash of x. Let beta and gamma be the standard order basis. Beta and gamma be the standard order basis for P3 of R and P2 of R. For P3 of R and P2 of R. Find the matrix representation of T relative to beta respect to gamma. So first two problems we discussed in our R square and R cube. Now this problem deals with our polynomial. Okay. What is beta and gamma given? Standard order basis. In polynomial, what is the standard order basis for beta? In polynomial. You should not say A. A is an unknown number. No? You can be standard basis means it should be a constant one. It should be a third degree polynomial. No? Okay, and the coefficients are standard basis. Okay, what is the direct coefficients? Easy coefficient for everything. Okay, 1. So you should rewrite. You can say it to be 1 plus 1 into x plus 1 into x square plus 1 into x cube. Okay, the standard order basis will be 1 x square and x cube because we need to rewrite as a third degree polynomial. Okay, and the polynomial basis is so the standard order basis is square be the basis of P2 of R. Right, next slide. Write the given transformation. Given transformation of f of x is equal to f dash of x. So you know what is beta and what is gamma. What is the next step you are supposed to do? You have to find the transformation of all the elements in beta. How many elements are there in beta? 4. You have to find all the 4 transformations. Then you must try to rewrite that one in terms of our gamma. Okay. So what is the first element in beta? 1. So write next line. Let f of x is equal to 1. So now we have to find transformation of 1. Write it elaborately. Transformation of f of x which is equal to transformation of 1. Here you assume f of x is 1. But what is the definition? Transformation of f of x is f dash of x. You have to differentiate that one. Here our f of x is 1. So what is differentiation of 1? 0. So your transformation answer will be 0. Can you understand now? Yes. Now what is the second element? X. Assume f of x to be equal to x. So transformation of x is equal to. What is the answer? 1. Because differential of x is equal to 1. Now f of x is equal to x square. Tell me what is transformation of x square? X cubed. Next, f of x is equal to x cubed. So what is transformation of x cubed? Any doubt now? So what you have done so far? You have found out the transformation of all the elements in beta. What is the next step you have to do? You have to try to represent all this answer in terms of the standard order basis in gamma. What are the elements in gamma? 1x, x square. It should be a second order polynomial. Okay. So how can you derive the 0 in terms of second order polynomial? N இருக்கணும் 1 இருக்கணும் x இருக்கணும் x square இருக்கணும். Okay, how it should be? Some coefficient into 1 plus coefficient into x, some coefficient into x square. But what should be the overall answer for me? 0. So what should be the coefficients? 0. The coefficient should be 0. So this will be my first problem. Okay, so the matrix representation of 1 will be 0, 0, 0. That's for your identification. Okay, now go for the next one. What is the transformation of x is equal to 1? You have to rewrite this in terms of the elements in gamma. What are the elements in gamma? 1 plus x plus some element into x. You have to replace this by integers such that the final answer is 1. So what are the integers you can take? 1, 0, 0. Because what should be a final answer? 1. Okay, so other things should become 0. So what will be a second column? What will be a second column? 1, 0, 0. Okay, the coefficients will be represented in the column. Tell me for this one, x square equal to 2x. What you should write? Into 1 plus some coefficient into x plus some coefficient into x square. Tell me 0, 2, 0. Why? Because the coefficient of x alone is 2. No other terms are there. So you put it as 0. Written? Tell me for the last one. 0, 0. Because the coefficient of x square should be 3. No other terms are existing, so that can be taken as 0. So what is the third column? final step? What should be the final step? The matrix representation. So matrix representation of the transformation related to beta with respect to gamma. Then the first column 0 0 0. Second column 3rd column 0 last column 0 0. So this is the corresponding matrix representation. Easy or not, ma'am? Easy or difficult? Easy or difficult? So mostly one matrix problem will be there in the question paper because the entire topic is only 2 units. All the previous topics are clubbed under one question and this is the second topic. So surely there will be questions from here matrix representation. Okay? Any doubt, ma'am? Will you write the next problem by yourself? Yes? Shall I give the question alone? Not only question. Let P from has able copied, ma'am. Anyone still copying? Anyone? We completed that one, ma'am. We erased it. Just one more problem, ma'am. With that, our unit 4 is over. We can start with the unit 5. So that get T from R square to R cube. Let T from R square to R cube be defined by T of A1 A2 equal to A1 minus A2 comma A1 to A1 plus A2. A1 minus A2 comma A1 comma 2A1 plus A2. Let beta be the standard order basis. Let beta be the standard order basis for R square. And gamma equal to the same 1 1 0 0 1 1 and 2 2 3. Compute the same thing. The matrix representation of T with respect to T relating to beta with respect to gamma. So first two problems we discussed. First problem we discussed with standard order basis. Okay. Third problem what happened? Beta was given. We assume gamma to be the standard order basis. In this one, what is happening? Beta we have assumed as the standard order basis and gamma is going to be a different one. So these are the different types of problems which is possible. Mostly in this one there is matrix problems and all will not come. Okay, because that will not come under this concept. Okay, now already matrix representation is in. Okay, and the problem is mostly on mostly either between polynomial or from R square to R. So what is the step 1 you have to do? What is the step 1? Or given beta? Given or not? Given. We have listed it to be standard order basis. Write that standard order basis, everyone. Write what is beta. Write what is beta. Write what is beta. Everyone written? Beta from R